Hi, my name is Jason Woods, and welcome to Chasing the Apex. So I promised you guys a walk around of my GT4, and here we go.
Keep all your game, highs and lows, highs and lows. So say, highs and lows, highs and lows.
So here I am out here in the rain, going to show you guys the car. Now, I'm totally a sunny day driver. However, this is very special, and I think you guys do deserve a real unreal. Behind me, I have a 981 GT4, courtesy of YC Auto Group. Thank you to Chris and all the folks at YC Auto Group for making this happen, because I got to tell you, as you've seen in the last Unveil, I actually wasn't sure I was going to have a car. So they made that happen, and there's a myriad of circumstances that surrounding that, and we'll get into that later because that's a little complicated. But for now, let's check out the GT4. So it is a 981, so you're looking at approximately 380 horsepower, approximately 400 foot-pounds of torque. Now, so you can see the Alcantara, I hope I got that right this time, Alcantara throughout. So these are the carbon bucket seats. Now you can kind of see that back here. So these are carbon bucket, and they're really comfortable, surprisingly enough. So there's an Alcantara headliner, there's Alcantara on the shift knob. I mean, there's Alcantara, on the glove. Really, there's just a lot going on. There's my mask over there. Now there's a fire hydrant in here, and I was kind of tripping off that initially. So the fire hydrant, obviously, it is a track car. It's designed to race. So that being said, you know, it's obviously designed for safety purposes. And you can kind of see that as you go through the manual. I know RTFM, I actually did some of that already, and this statement was pretty interesting by Porsche, because they're really telling you, hey, make sure you drive within your skill level, make sure you can't blame the car, because it is a high performance vehicle, and Porsche makes high performance vehicles. That was really an interesting thing. Now the head unit has a lot going on here. It's got XM radio, it's got Bluetooth, it doesn't have a rear camera. Now I think this is a sports chrono package. I don't actually know why it has two clocks. Maybe you guys can explain to me. Maybe there's a reason for that. I don't actually know. But there's carbon fiber trim throughout. Really, there's just a lot of carbon fiber going on in here. Now the seats, you know, as uncomfortable as you would think they are extremely comfortable. Now it has these cloth door pulls right here. Now these cloth door pulls, I think that is more form than function, and more of a throwback to the race history and its design, less than a weight savings. Because if it is a weight saving, it's a very light weight savings, but it's still cool. And I like the yellow matching the stitching. As much as I don't like yellow, I do like that. And the seatbelt. Now I am 71 inches, about 185 pounds, and this is superbly spacious for me as a driver. Now most of the cars I've been in have been really small, but this is really a good size. Now the passenger side is equally as large, and more importantly, this doesn't get in the way. Now it has 15,000 miles, and everything here in here is badged GT4. There's nothing that says Cayman. Trust me, I've looked for it. If you know where something that is badged Cayman is in this car, please let me know, because I can't find it. And I suspect it's because they're trying to separate it from the Cayman series. And Doc, this is a shout out to you, because in the review, I actually talked about how I wished you could turn off rev matching or the blipping. Well, after I RFTM, I'll let you guys look up what that is, the sport mode turns off auto blipping. So that solves my one complaint about the car. Now this is very interesting, right? So this is actually focuses on turning the suspension into a sports suspension. I love how it's independent from the sports mode, and obviously the sports exhaust is on and off. and then we have traction control on and off, or the PCM. So it's really, there's a lot of controls here for the driver. If I'm getting something wrong, forgive me. It's because I'm new to the car. So teach me, don't harangue me, please. So I'm not a cup holder guy, and it took me a minute to figure this out. My daughter actually found it. There's actually cup holders in here. That's kind of nifty, and kind of a nifty place for them. Now, again, my first Porsche, and really that's kind of cool, although I'm not sure I'll be drinking much of anything but water in a vehicle that's all Cantara throughout. Now this is the bonnet. The bonnet actually has a very deep cabin, and so this was interesting to me too. This is so in case a young person gets like stuck in there or something. It would have to be a very small young person, but it's actually a deeper setting than my Alpha 4C is. Inside these compartments, we have, obviously, this is an air compressor, right? So it's for the tires. There's no spare tire, obviously. It's pretty much a race car. So that's what that's. And this is the jack. Obviously the jack is there, it's inside the front bonnet. And you can see it has lights. I mean, that's just intelligent. As we move to the back wing, you can see that it has the wing risers. Now the wing risers are on here so that it gives better visibility. Otherwise the wing is like down here. And so it kind of looks like an alien's following you around, to quote Bill Eason. But the wing risers actually gives it a lift to create more visibility. As we go into the boot, you can see it's really spacious. So you can put a small set of luggage. You could even put a garment bag right there. And you have plenty of storage. That's not an issue at all. I wonder what's under that mat. Now, this is interesting. So under here is the mid-engine. I haven't taken this apart yet. Now, you can see there, right? There's your coolant, oil. So I haven't quite figured out how to change the oil yet. I imagine I'm gonna have to pull this up and figure that out. I probably have to lift the car up. Now these little things I'm having to reach way over here are little storage compartments. I have no idea what these are for or why they're there, to be honest with you. Now I'm not sure here, but I believe that the yellow camber denotes the carbon brake package. Red goes to the S, black is the normal, and green to the EV. However, I'm also understanding that these can be changed out interchangeably. But this is the yellow, this is the carbon brake package. You can see they're huge. There is more braking and horsepower in this car than you'd ever need on the street. So now the arrow on this, the front and rear arrow, is actually adjustable. And you can adjust it based on your driving style at the track. Again, another track focused, race focused thing. You know, this is another thing that Porsche did wonderfully. It focused on the driver. It focused on going to the track. And this adjustability allows you to change the downforce, as you know, for the driver specifically. You know, it's my understanding, now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can change the camber on the car for the track for the driver. That matters. As a driver, that really does matter. So, you know, it was actually pretty interesting. When I was driving it over here, it was raining. So, and I really don't want to be out here filming in the rain because I'm that guy. I know it's not going to hurt the car. I'm just that guy. But you can see steam coming off the front radiator. So the vehicle actually has 3 radiators, you know, and that's just a lot. I mean, so you're really talking about something that Porsche built to be track focused. And anything that's got 3 radiators, you know, is designed to go fast. I was actually, now you'll have to excuse me. I have to get this back. I have some things to do at home, and I appreciate you watching. Again, thanks for watching Chasing the Apex. Excuse the wind and the noise. I'm out here by a freeway. But I wanted to show you guys and give you guys at least a decent walk around. Thanks again to Chris and the folks at YC Auto Group for making this happen. Without you, I don't know what I'd be doing. Thanks again, guys. So thanks for watching Chasing the Apex, and we'll see you next week. And I'm sure you'll see more of the GT4 as time comes. Mostly I know you guys see me reviewing other cars, but I wanted to show you guys what this really looked like, and I'm really excited about it, you know. And thanks for sharing this with me. Anyways, thank you for your time. I know you have other choices. Thanks for watching Chasing the Apex, and we'll see you next week.
Keep all your game, highs and lows, highs and lows. It's all the same, highs and lows, highs and lows. Keep all your game, highs and lows, highs and lows.